Are you ready for the new XFL to make its return? The big hits, the high energy? Well, wait a minute. This is not Vince McMahon's XFL. Not if The Rock and Daniel Garcia have anything to do with it.
That's a huge bitch.
Now let's get woke.
So earlier this year, 2020, the restarted XFL filed bankruptcy, then was purchased. The XFL was purchased by a group of investors led by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The Rock bought the XFL. That only happened about, less than 3 months ago. Before the XFL filed bankruptcy earlier this year, the XFL's restart was really gaining momentum. It seemed the XFL, Vince McMahon, figured out how to make the XFL successful. They were figuring out how to make it work. People were watching. After a bit of a lull in activity by BLM, wokeism, it made a comeback. And earlier in 2020, before the XFL filed bankruptcy because of the Rona, they came out hard. They came out anti-woke, which was certainly going to benefit them if they could get that season going again or start up a new season. No kneeling, no criminals. The XFL's new rules drew some cheers and some jeers on their Twitter account. Patriots, Americans were excited. That's gone now, thanks to the lockdowns. The Vince McMahon XFL went hard. They let the players know. They let the employees know. Anybody who kneeled during the national anthem will face, quote, consequences, said the XFL commissioner. That's gone. So we're back to Dwayne "The Rock" and his investor group and his husband, Daniel Garcia, purchasing the XFL a little less than 3 months ago, approximately. Now look, the new XFL, we will allow kneeling as a form of protest. Wonderful. That's right, The Rock, the new XFL, now under this group of investors headed by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and his husband, Daniel Garcia. In less than 3 months, they're going full woke and broke without even playing a single game. What a disaster. I believe they purchased the XFL for $15 million. Wouldn't it be nice for you and a group of wokey woke friends to get together and simply piss away $15 million? XFL co-owners Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Daniel Garcia, they will support players that opt to kneel during the national anthem. They confirm in an upcoming interview with, guess who? The super woke, quote unquote, news outlet, quote unquote, documentary makers, Vice. Oh yeah, you know it's all tied together. If the XFL does start a season under new ownership, I forget how many teams they have, but that number certainly is subject to change. I'd imagine they're going to trot every white player onto the field before every game, and after the Black National Anthem, they may have to give their apologies for their whiteness. The white football players, they're so oppressive. This is ridiculous. The XFL, led by Mr. Dwayne Johnson "The Rock" and Mr. Daniel Garcia, are about to create the wokest and most quickly brokest sports league America has ever seen. It is certain to be a disaster.